Good morning, Searcy High. We have a lot of sports to talk about going into this Wednesday morning, so let's jump right into it. In local sports, the Searcy Lions volleyball team had a game last Thursday where they traveled up to West Memphis to take on the Blue Devils, where they lost 2-3, putting their overall record at 7-13. They look to end their losing streak this Thursday as they traveled up to Marion to take on the Patriots. The Searcy Lions football team last Friday had their annual homecoming football game where we saw the 4-1 Marion Patriots take on the 1-4 Searcy Lions. The Marion Patriots would start the game with the ball, where the Patriots quarterback Ashton Gray would run for a 65-yard touchdown to start the game 7-0. But the Lions would respond right back, where on the Lions' second drive, quarterback Tyler Strickland would run 10 yards to tie the game back up at 7. The Patriots would respond right back, though, as a pick six from defensive back Michaelin Blackwell and a touchdown from wide receiver Donnie Cheers would put Marion up 21-7. Searcy would try to start off the second quarter with a comeback as running back D.D. Johnson would run for a 50-yard touchdown to put the score at 21-14, but it was no use. After that touchdown, we would see Marion start to pile it on, as of 3 of their next 4 drives would end in a Patriots touchdown, putting them up 43-21 going into halftime. The second half wouldn't get any better, with the Lions only getting one more touchdown towards the end of the fourth quarter, with the Marion Patriots winning the game 57-28, putting the Lions record at 1-5. The Lions' next game will be this Friday, where they travel to Greene County Tech to take on the Golden Eagles. Moving on to national sports, the MLB last Friday started their postseason play with the Wild Card Series, and it definitely did not disappoint. Series included the Cleveland Guardians and the Tampa Bay Rays, where Cleveland would complete the sweep in a walk-off fashion in the bottom of the 15th inning. The Philadelphia Phillies playing the Cardinals in St. Louis, where Aaron Nola and the Phillies pitching staff would keep St. Louis bats cold throughout the series, sweeping them 2-0. The Seattle Mariners taking on the Blue Jays up in Toronto, where the Mariners would win their first playoff series in over 20 years, with them completing the 8-1 comeback to sweep the Blue Jays. And finally, the San Diego Padres taking on the New York Mets in Queens, where pitcher Joe Musgrove of the Padres would silence the Mets bats in an all-or-nothing game, beating New York 4-0 and sending the Padres to the divisional series. Divisional matchups include the Cleveland Guardians traveling to the Bronx to take on the New York Yankees, the Mariners going against a division rival in the number 1 seeded Houston Astros, the Philadelphia Phillies traveling down to Georgia to take on the Atlanta Braves, who look to repeat as World Series winners, and the San Diego Padres traveling to LA to take on a well-known rival in the Dodgers. Many of these series look to be great and exciting ones, so keep an eye on them as you go throughout your week. In the NFL, after the Carolina Panthers game against the San Francisco 49ers in Week 5 of the regular season, the Panthers have decided to fire head coach Matt Rhule and defensive coordinator Phil Snow. In Matt Rhule's 2 years as head coach of the Panthers, his overall record with the team was 11-27, with his contract being one of the highest paid in the NFL. The Panthers have announced that they will be putting Steve Wilks as interim head coach for the rest of the regular season. Well, Searcy, that's all the sports updates I have for you today. I hope everyone has a great rest of their Wednesday morning. Now back to Trenton and London at the news desk.